It is Super Bowl Sunday, and while the Chiefs and Eagles battle on the field, Donald Trump found himself playing defense off the field while being asked a tough question about his rogue quarterback Elon Musk. And here's the kicker. The question came from a Fox News host of all people. So did Trump fumble or spike it? I have all the details and the final score of the exchange coming up next. I'm recording this video just a couple of hours before the Kansas City Chiefs crush the Philadelphia Eagles, and if I'm wrong about that, please feel free to roast me below for my ridiculous ramblings. And speaking of ridiculous ramblings, Fox News is giving their platform to the Commander-in-Chief of Chaos as part of a pre-recorded Super Bowl pregame show. And in the clip you're going to see, the occasionally intellectually honest Bret Baier confronted Trump about Elon Musk rampage through the U.S. government, the special role Trump granted him after Musk's $270 million campaign donation. I will show you that clip in just a minute, but first I want to share something that I discovered while doing research for Occupy Democrat Stories. I bookmarked what you're about to see for the next time I had an Elon Musk story because it perfectly exposes how Musk used his fortune as a tool for retribution against his enemies and is now operating unchecked with Trump's blessing despite his massive conflicts of interest. Enter Sawyer Hackett. He's a Democrat strategist with the most salient, most revealing explanation of the Musk takeover of our government that I have seen so far.
You want to know the real reason for Elon Musk's hostile takeover of the federal government? It's not about free speech or draining the swamp. It's not even about cutting waste. It's about money and power, and Elon has billions at stake. Let me explain. The truth is, Elon owes almost his entire wealth to the American taxpayers. His two primary companies, Tesla and SpaceX, got started and survived with massive assistance from government contracts, policies, and loans. Today, Elon Musk's companies hold more than $15 billion in federal contracts. Through these companies, Musk interacts with nearly every government agency, but despite being one of the top welfare queens of federal contracts, not all of those interactions are friendly. For example, one of the agencies Musk has infiltrated and all but dismantled is USAID, the agency that oversees strategic aid around the globe. Last year, the Inspector General at USAID launched an investigation into the agency's relationship with Musk's company, Starlink, and their presence in Ukraine. And shortly after dismantling the agency, Musk bragged that he was, quote, putting USAID through the wood chipper. Then there's the FAA, which has fined SpaceX for neglecting safety regulations at their launch sites. Only 4 months later, a SpaceX rocket exploded minutes after leaving the launch pad. Musk has since forced the FAA administrator out of his job and is now digging into the agency's national aviation system. These are just a couple of the dozens of conflicts of interest Musk has in his new role as our co-president. On top of the billions he stands to earn from dismantling agencies that regulate his business, Musk is laying the groundwork for Trump to pass a massive tax cut for billionaires and big corporations. But don't worry, the Trump White House says that Musk will police his own conflicts of interest in his new role.
Thank you, Sawyer Hackett, for shining some light on the darkness that is the Trump-Musk cabal. And the frightening saga continues with this clip that was brought to my attention by a Mediaite headline that read, "You trust him? Fox's Bret Baier confronts Trump about Elon Musk." The article went on to say, Fox News anchor Bret Baier confronted President Donald Trump about the ever-increasing influence of Elon Musk in the U.S. government. In a preview excerpt of an interview which will air in full during the Super Bowl pregame show Sunday on Fox, Trump fumed about what he called fraud and abuse in the government and claimed Elon Musk has been helping him weed it out. And here's the clip.
We begin with an exclusive excerpt of Fox News chief political anchor Bret Baier's interview with President Trump ahead of the Super Bowl. Bret asked the president about a wide range of issues, including the work being done by Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, which has been targeting what it calls fraud and abuse across Washington, including the U.S. Agency for International Development.
I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's going on, but the people, look, I ran on this, and the people want me to find it. And I've had a great help with Elon Musk, who's been terrific.
Bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it. But I told him do that. Then I'm going to tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military. Let's check the military. We're going to find billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud and abuse. And, you know, the people elected me on that.
I have two thoughts on what you just saw. First, Bret Baier, as a Fox representative, does not have the same luxury of telling it like it is, like Sawyer Hackett does. His confrontational approach to the topic of Musk was a bit soft, and it remains to be seen if he had a follow-up question. But he does have some history as a Trump critic, and we can assume that he was representing the concern and outrage that many Americans are feeling. Second, the Trump-Musk cabal has been a fascinating thing to see unfold. That's because they really don't have that much in common other than pettiness, capitalism, white nationalism, and a ruthless need for revenge. But their collective chaos continues, and so far, the Democrats seem helpless in mounting a defense against their rampage through our democracy. I hope that gets better before it gets worse. And I hope the Trump-Musk axis of evil collapses under the sheer weight of those unchecked egos sooner rather than later.